All right. There we go. I did it. All right. So, Ohn Mar, introduce yourself, but I think everyone knows you. I don't think you really have to introduce yourself here, but
Oh, just
but
in
just do
case.
it anyway in case there's a few. I think a lot of people are here from your Patreon, so
Oh, thank you
yeah.
everybody for joining Samantha and myself and for being open to drawing some classes today. I'm Omar. I'm a artist and illustrator living in the UK. And at the moment, I'm doing a 14-day challenge with my Patreon, and it is just finding ordinary objects from around the house to kickstart a sustainable sketching habit. So if you only want to paint the one pair of glasses, that's absolutely fine. It's about showing up for your art every day and showing up for yourself. But I have a selection of, I think, glasses that probably date back about 15 or 20 years.
I just added some reference images that I had sent in the Luma to in the chat just in case you didn't get that.
So don't worry if you don't wear glasses. Hopefully, either Samantha from Samantha Substack or my Patreon, there are reference images to work from. And we're just going to go at our own pace. But I tend to work quite fast.
All right, we
And
can keep
I
talking,
didn't
but
have a plan, and I'm trying to look for my brush pen. I had a project where I used a brush pen and I can't flipping find it.
oh.
This might have to do.
I've got our sketchbooks highlighted now so that we can keep talking, but since you only have an hour, although I do imagine that you can fill that page up in just a few minutes, really, right?
If I had to do it in 30 minutes, I would.
Omar works very quickly, which is inspiring. Um, yeah. And just in case any of you don't know, we have taught a number of workshops together. And we became friends years ago, originally on Instagram, and then became closer over recent years, discovering that we're pretty much the same age, our kids are the same age, and we have so many similarities in our history, both being graphic designers and um, working with typography and lettering and all sorts of things that overlap and just feel like at home with each other. So, and yeah, we have pretty similar styles of teaching, but also different. And I think that we inspire each other and people to work in our own unique ways, but they really sort of complement each other. And we have a workshop coming up in Brooklyn. Okay, we're just starting, right? Omar is just starting.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
mean, no,
I was
no.
just listening to you.
Yeah, no, I'm done doing my thing. We do have a workshop coming up in Brooklyn. We have not announced it on social media. We sent it to all of you through Patreon and Substack. In case you missed it, I can send you the link, but they're full day workshops, 2 days. You can choose from one or the other. There'll be a repeat, although you're welcome to come both days. And they're right here in Dumbo in my building at a place called Creatively Wild, which is an art school for adults and children of all ages and even high school students. And I am friends with the owner and have taught with them before. And the space is amazing. Um, the tables are covered in paint, so that'll be fun for photographs. And yeah, I'm excited because we're going to come visit my studio. We're going to walk around and draw the famous scenes here in Dumbo of the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge. And anyway, we would love for you to come. There's still spots. We still haven't announced it on Instagram. We're kind of waiting and holding off on that because we want all of you and our mailing list and other sort of venues to have access first. There's still spots both days.
So,
Okay, Ohn Mar, do you want to explain what you're doing? I'm done talking.
yeah, so when I wrote the prompts, if for people who weren't used to doing prompts, um, it was open to interpretation. So when I did uh, jars, no, I think I wrote jam jars first, and somebody said, "Oh, but I don't have jam. I don't eat jam." It's like, well, just do a condiment jar. So it's trying to be creative. And then when I was thinking about glasses, originally it's like, I'll just take my glasses out. But I also have various cases that they all came in at various sort of ages. And so this is the white one. This is the case that for the glasses I'm wearing presently. And I just thought, oh, that would be really good because I'm using a toned sketchbook. The white case against the toned paper would look good. So I just did a basic shape. I just kept extending it outwards. Like it's probably the wrong proportions. Probably have to extend it out this. But I only work really roughly. So I have this technique called that I borrowed off my friend Liz Steele, who's a sketchbook artist. She's more of a landscape artist. And first pass, second pass. So I tend to uh, just do a rough version, and somebody else said I tend to paint with watercolor, which is kind of true. Not paint, draw with watercolor, sorry, which is true because I am an illustrator as well. If you didn't know, I illustrate a lot of food. I'm working on a soup packaging. Oh, I meant to have sent the second round color roughs. Oh, I've completely forgot. I'll do it afterwards, but they're in a bit of a they've been prodding me to sort of get a move on, and I completely forgot because I'm also editing a YouTube video. This this is
You're
my life.
busy.
I am busy.
You are busy.
Such is life.
Good to be busy.
And I tend not, I am not I cannot do accurate. It's a interpretation, it's a version, and I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. But what I am really interested in are highlights and reflections. I have a thing about value contrast. It's something that I'm really getting into. I'm hoping to add that to this selection of glasses.
I'm using a water soluble pencil to sketch because I just always sketch first.
Which one? Because I've only started using watercolor pencils during this 14-day challenge.
Oh, really?
I'm enjoying them.
Oh. This one is Karen Dash. It's a 3B. Um, they make so many water soluble products. So this one's just a graphite pencil. It's not, but they have this great series of um RGB graphite watercolor pencils that are they have like a slight red undertone or green or blue, and
Mhm.
those are really fun to use. But yeah, they just sort of blend into the paint, which is nice. So if I'm really sketchy, so I knew that these would be, I love the shadows. The shadows are so good. I've got some good shadows in my image here that I'm using. I have the glasses in front of me, but one pair is on my face. So
So yeah.
so I'm just using my reference image for now. Does anybody, if anybody wants to chat, say anything, ask questions, just take yourself off of mute.
Don't walk on camera any minute.
Anything, my meetups are
They're
all,
gonna see you. It's okay. Okay.
but if somebody is chatting with someone else, then put yourself on mute. I feel like there's somebody talking. Yeah, my meetups are always super interactive and conversational. And so I encourage you to say hello and chat and share what's on your mind, anything. Or not, just watch.
Well, I'm happy to be new to this. I'm going with Ohn Mar to Spain, and I'm coming to Brooklyn.
Who is this?
Wendy,
I'm
can you?
so excited. That's wonderful. Where do you live?
And I love the two of you together. It's really nice. I live in California, but right now I'm in South Texas where it's snowing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, welcome.
You're
It's a
near
nice,
Carol.
nice day to paint.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't dare go anywhere.
No, we're in, and I brought my watercolors because I could see this happening.
Yeah.
He's even used a credit card.
I would not use a credit card. I used the gift card and it was scratched by the time
Somebody might want, there's background noise. If you could put yourself on mute. If you
Yeah, you're discussing a credit card, so maybe you should mute that.
I can go in and mute everyone, but
I just want to say hi. It's Michelle from Port Washington. Very
Hi.
cold here. Things have been canceled this morning, which is nice, so I can be here with you all. Ohn Mar, I took, I don't know, might have been one of your first classes at Skillshare on East 21st Street, and we painted watermelon and limes, I think, and it was great.
Oh my gosh, that was at Skillshare headquarters. Gosh, that's going back
Yes,
about
at their
5
headquarters,
years.
right. And Sam, I've also known you for years. I've taken some of your classes. I think maybe one of your first classes at my mom, maybe.
I know. I always tell you that I remember
Yes.
your
And
team.
I'm coming to Brooklyn, so I'm super excited to work with you both.
Yay, that's great.
Yep.
Are you
Oh,
in Port Washington, New York?
I'm in, yes.
I used to live there for a little
Oh,
while. It's the cutest town.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, end of the line with the train.
The end of the line, right? You always
Is,
get to see
Is Louis still there?
it is. It's gone under many transformations. It's under construction right now, but the name is there. It's still,
Yeah,
it's seafood on the bay.
yeah, it's really cute.
nice. Is your son still living in Bushwick?
One of them now is in East Flatbush, but the other one moved to San Francisco.
Oh, good.
But it's
Okay.
been great
Yeah,
because wonderful city.
I love San Francisco.
Yeah.
Me too.
We were going to move there. I had almost gotten my very first job was possibly going to be, gosh, I remember I had like a Skype interview, and this was when that kind of interview was very, very new. And anyway, it was with Chronicle Books. And when I was designing, not writing books. And
Your life would have been completely different.
would have been totally different.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that we would have come back, but we really wanted to move to San Francisco.
But you were married at the time?
Yeah, no, when was this? I don't know if we were married yet. I'm trying to think. I think maybe we were just married. Yeah, it was a junior design position at Chronicle Books. I almost got it, but I didn't. And I guess I'm glad because
Mhm.
things worked out. I almost went with them for Draw Your Day, which was wild. See, I don't have any reflection in my image here. It's interesting, Ohn Mar. Yeah, I love the reflections, but I don't have any in this reference image.
Very large infrastructure announcement a little later in the day, but before that,
I'm working next to my windows. I can see one pair of reflections, but because I've got my overhead lights on, There's all sorts of things happening. Maybe I should switch it off, but it's so gloomy here.
Hmm. Reflections are good though.
Correct, so that line just
I'm
coming in.
going to mute. I'm going to mute some people. If I mute you, it's only because I don't know where the noise is coming from, but you can always take yourself off.
I also have my sad lamp on.
Hmm.
What's your SAD? What does that mean?
Oh, it's the SAD, seasonally adjustive disorder.
Oh gosh, I need one of those.
So I've already been on 2 walks today just to sort of make sure well, I'm not going to get enough vitamin D, but at least I get something.
Yeah.
I wish we could walk today. We cannot walk outside today. It's like minus 23 Celsius.
Wow, where are you?
Toronto, just
Oh,
east of
wow, yeah.
Toronto.
Oh,
No, I can't.
too cold.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
My husband wants to drive to Ottawa. When is it? A week or two for Winterlude.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Like,
they
why?
really haven't had a winterlude for a few years, so it would be a nice time to go.
Yeah, and they embrace it, even if you step outside and get icicles on your
Nose.
nose or wherever, eyelashes. We have photos of the boys in past Winterludes where they have icicles on their eyelashes skating on the canal.
Yeah, that's fun.
Beautiful, but I just can't do it. I just stay in the hotel the whole time.
Yeah, I go out to see the ice sculptures and that's it. Come back in.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ohn Mar, are you using just a regular sketchbook or is it water soluble? Or like watercolor, like a
Yes, it is. I just threw the belly band away. It is the Hahnemuhle toned watercolor sketchbook. So
okay.
it is made for watercolor. I know they have another one, I think it's just called the Cappuccino, which isn't made for watercolor. So I have to be very clear about which sketchbook to buy.
Ohn Mar, a question about that. Have you ever tried gouache in that Hahnemuhle book?
Yes, this white patch here is
Okay.
gouache.
Because I tried some
So-
yesterday. It seemed like I opened up a new one just like that because I'm getting ready to travel, and I tried the gouache and it seemed to just be too much for it. But maybe I was just putting a really thick layer. Thanks.
I use Hahnemuhle for a reason. It's a German brand and
Yeah.
it's very durable. And I throw everything at my sketchbooks, even when I'm not supposed to.
I mean, the size is so great, and I did love the toned paper, so that's why I was trying it. Yeah.
It is. It's
Thanks.
super duper convenient.
Thank you.
So even though I started this for the 14-day challenge, I think there's 30 pages in this. I think I have to finish it somehow. I keep on drawing everyday objects that I find around the house.
It probably looks so nice if you could do a little flip through before we leave. Is everything that you've been doing the past 8 days prior in there?
Yes, it is. So I think this is another phase I'm going through. I am a woman of a certain age now, and my memory and my brain does not function as well as it used to. And so if I do the last sketchbook I filled was just with fruit and veg. So it meant that, oh, I'm just going to draw a fruit or a veg every day. It's like I don't have to think too hard.
Right.
Having a ready-made project like that is really, really helpful, especially as I am really busy as well.
Yes.
So this is going to be my everyday object sketchbook.
I should be a more flexible. Everything has to have like a meaning for me to justify drawing it, and it doesn't always need to. Not a meaning, but like relevant to. But sometimes we just need to draw. Yesterday, I went to Shar. I did two different sessions of Shar's, who's here, Blue Shine Art, A World of Color on Substack, if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice to just have. I drew Colette with her portraits of Martin Luther King, and
Mm-hmm.
S's. It's
The Colette was a lovely session because we had a friend, she had just been to Colette, who's the author of Gigi, the French author.
Mm-hmm.
And she had just been to her house in Burgundy and taken pictures. So we had the house, but it was honestly, it was like walking through the house and getting a full guided tour with, because she's a little obsessed with Colette. So it was so lovely.
yeah.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love coming to your sessions, Sam, as well, because it's just, you're not the one organizing, so you can just turn off and draw what you've been given to draw, which I love.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And bonus that Ohn Mar is with you.
I know. I love watching Ohn Mar paint. Fun.
Well, glasses on the surface, they might not seem the most obvious subject, but I think everything can teach us a little something.
Oh yeah. No, they're actually hard. The symmetry in them and the light and
Yeah, the light, I'm really like thinking hard, man.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's definitely a lot there. Very, very good subject. A lot here, I should say. Are
And
people finding?
I think we talked about this in previous get-togethers where in the past, when I started painting, sketching rather 10 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mum and I couldn't go out and paint landscapes or whatever because I had like a 3-year-old, or I'd have to pick up the kids. So I just tended to just paint whatever I had around the house,
Yep.
whether it was like one of my favorite things was like the Iron Man Lego and various tin cans, bottles of perfume. There were a lot of I think plants and fruit turned up a lot, and often when people say I want to get better at sketching, because I'm self-taught with watercolors, people say, yeah, but you went to art school. Like, you don't really get taught techniques in art school. Well, apart from printmaking, maybe.
Or oil painting where I went to school. You learn like underpainting and all those techniques. I did anyway, but I don't do it now.
And I'd say just pick up something and do a version of it. And if you want, do it again the next day or do it again next week. And there are reoccurring things in my sketchbooks. Like I might paint the same teacup 3 times over the last 10 years because there's always something new about it. Actually, that's my next YouTube video, which I'm editing, where I do paint. It's in the other room. Is this little jug from 10 years ago. It's one of the first things that I painted. Just a milk jug. but I'm now in a position 10 years down the line with the experience that I've got to just recreate it 4 different ways.
Yeah.
And the repetition is something that I think is overlooked because you just see well, on Instagram, you might just see a static image.
Well, I see now people who know my work and have read my books can understand why Ohn Mar and I are a good pair, because they're all exercises that I have in my books to draw the
Sam,
same thing over and over again.
Sam, could you talk about what you're thinking for the color of the shadows?
Oh, it's just a mess of whatever I have in the pile here. I'm just kind of grabbing like whatever is muddy and in here, and it kind of becomes like a gray color. Now it's a little too blue. I'm not really thinking about it, Michelle. That's Michelle, right? Is that Michelle?
Yep, it is. So you're not doing a lighter version or a grayer version of the color that you used on the frame?
No, it's just, well, if you look at the image, do you see the reference image that I'm kind of loosely using? The shadows are all the same color.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
But sometimes the shadows do have some color from the reflective light of like whatever the color is of the object. And so, one might be a little warmer or cooler, but I'm just using the same mess I have. I'm not thinking about.
Okay, so same gray. So thank you. But you changed the color of the color pencil that you used on each frame?
No, I wasn't using a colored pencil. I was just using a graphite pencil. This pencil, it's a 3B graphite, but it's water soluble. It has a paintbrush on it. So, and
okay.
And some of those lines are still there. It's like a little muddy. This isn't you see the pencil lines? See, they're still there.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glasses are hard. I've been doing this thing where I've been cutting out some of the stuff that I've done on like these Zooms and different things. Some of them I've sent in the mail, but I have like little cutouts of things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I might cut some of these glasses out. They're cute. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do yet with it. Maybe I'll put it in a box or something.
Sam, borrow your little idea of the Ricola box and make a big case of glasses and then put them all in there.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to show when Ohn Mar leaves, I can do it. But just show how I made like the thing pull out, like I wanted to show you guys how easy it is. How I have the little pull thing. I don't know if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll share in a little bit. But I put a little sketchbook in a box, and I have this little tab where you can pull it out to help get it out of the box. And I was going to share how easy that is to do. People had asked me, so.
I wish I was sticking around for that.
Well, I can show while you're still here. Well, I can always show you, Ohn Mar. But I wanted to say, just on the idea of like drawing the same thing over again. And this is kind of what I think Ohn Mar is alluding to, is like at this point, if you draw something so often, you can almost draw it from memory at a certain point. And so one of the exercises in Draw Your World is to draw the same thing 3 times, one from life, one from photo reference, and then another time from memory, the third. And a lot of times I find that, at least for me, I like the memory version because it's just a little quirkier. It's a little less precise. For me, I'm trying a little less hard. to get it to look like the thing, or so there's so many benefits to drawing the same thing over and over again. And I love that, Ohn Mar, you encourage that as well.
I don't know if I've tidied it away. I'm just going to really quickly show you the project that I'm working on. Look at how many cucumber slices I drew
Oh,
over and
oh
over.
wow.
And they only picked two.
To get the right one, yeah.
It's fine. You know, I this is my niche, it's my speciality, but I understand cucumber slices now.
Yeah. You
So
definitely
it has real world application as well in my other job.
right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, the better you are, everything takes practice. I mean, that's the key. I think every single artist, to all of us, Shar and you and me and whoever here, and I think Michelle, even you're teaching as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Is this, there's no way to get people to, there's no magic wand, you just have to practice for anything. And that's hard because I think a lot of people are impatient. I mean, I know I always have been.
All right, I need to move on. I'm just getting too focused on this other pair of glasses. I'm going to move on to this side of the page and right. First thing is like that. Oh, these are out of proportion. It's fine. Calm down.
I know I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, this isn't right, but I'm just like, it's okay.
Sam and Omar, I want to tell you why I really was excited. I love that you picked glasses because 10 years ago, when I turned 70, my husband had a breakfast at Tiffany's birthday party for me.
Oh,
it was breakfast. It was a surprise. It was at a little private movie theater for about 100 people.
oh my
And
gosh.
isn't that great? And they showed breakfast at Tiffany's, and all of my friends, he had told them, and they all brought birthday cards with quotes from the book or from Audrey Hepburn. It was absolutely fantastic. And the present that my husband gave me were sunglasses, the glasses that Holly Golightly wore in the movie.
Yeah.
From Tiffany.
I love that.
He
That's
bought them at
fantastic.
Tiffany's, and they came in that beautiful little blue Tiffany box. And I have one, I mean, obviously I
Are you
have
painting
them,
them
and
today?
I'm not painting them today because I could not figure out how in the world to draw glasses. So I'm practicing with the glasses now, and then I'm going to paint them and make a card for him after all these years
Oh, that's so
with the
nice.
glasses.
So great.
Anyway,
Aw.
I love that movie, and he knows that I love that movie. And doing it with all my girlfriends for breakfast was just a great birthday party. And so I wanted to tell you all that.
I love that story.
Thank you for
Love that.
sharing.
Love that. My gel pen is just driving me crazy. I have not gotten it to work in so long. I don't know. I'm giving up on gel pens.
Well, let me know if you find a substitute.
Well, I do have this. It just takes longer to deal with. I've always,
Yeah.
I love this with a little brush, but
I've got a Tipex pen now.
I just want the white brush, the white pen to work because it's so much easier, but it's just not.
Yeah, I have the same issue with them. I'm actually getting a Jelly Roll Moonlight in white, and I'm gonna try that.
Moonlight, yeah, I have. Man, it's ridiculous. Like I have, where is it? I have like a,
It might be the cold weather.
I have like a pound of like, I don't know, all different.
Yeah, I use this one. It
Oh,
works.
just can't get them to work. But this is tried and true. My which is basically like a white wash, my bleed proof white.
Yeah.
Michelle, which one was that you just held up?
I use this one, this Signa Uniball.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the one I just used.
I've had-
I buy like 6 of them at a time, and I find if you don't press too hard,
Right,
it flows really well.
right.
Yeah, that's been my most successful one too.
Hmm.
Oh, I'll try that. Thanks.
Well, you can do what Ohn Mar did and just use the white gouache too, which is kind of what this is, but. So, let's see. What time is it? 10:30. Ohn Mar, do you want to talk about anything else? Are you, so this one you don't have, so what I find fun is if you at some point can flip through, this is like very set up, like 2 and 2 on each page. On mine as well, I'm like not bleeding off the side. But on some of your other pages, you have these great patterns and things bleed all off the edges, right?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just this particular sketchbook. Oh, I can't. You know, the last one before, I had all my fruit all over the shop. Hold on, let me fetch it. So that I do all sorts. So we have my bananas
Yeah.
and
Yes.
so they do bleed off, but I don't have to think too hard. I think if I was trying to attempt something like what you're doing, it would really hurt my brain.
No.
And now I've lost my paintbrush. I've put my paintbrush down. What have I done with it? Oh, it's here.
Desktop is not highlighted. Sarah's saying I have, whose desktop is not highlighted? I have us both spotlighted. So I sure hope that means spotlight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
you're both
You're
spotlight.
both good.
Yeah, Sarah, I'm not sure what you mean. I hope that I've done this before, and I know that if you pin someone, that doesn't show up on the recording. But if you spotlight, it does.
Yeah, we can see you both perfect. I can see you both perfectly.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing something wrong.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, and it could be that maybe, Sarah, if you're on an iPad or the phone, you're only seeing one. I don't know. Maybe. I'm guessing. But if there's something I don't know, please tell me because I want to get it right. I was gonna like write something or do something. I think I need to add another pair of glasses. I'm gonna add another pair from your reference, Ohn Mar. Let me do these.
Oh, this is just right. Calm down. I'm becoming fixated on the left lens. I'm going to move on. Just right. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Everything's great. It's beautiful. I don't think you've ever done anything not nice. But we're
There's
all
also another reason why you need to practice. You need to get used to having these feelings of frustration and dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot run away from them. Even now, you know, I'm like, "Arr."
Oh yeah. Somebody just wrote to me and was saying that, where was it? And I said that never goes away. Well, learning to deal with learning to cope with it. It's part of what we do. And we're always so hard on ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying very hard. This year, I am aware of how I talk to myself sometimes, but I'm definitely aware now. So I meditate on it.
Yeah.
On Mar, I read a great piece of advice that said, when you start doing that to yourself, think about whether you would talk that way to a friend. And
Yeah,
the answer is almost always no.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
My-
imposter syndrome gets me a lot.
Yeah. That also never goes away.
yeah.
Just doesn't. It's just part of it. It's really,
Sometimes I think, why would people listen to me? I just waffle about nonsense sometimes.
I think at some point I realized that all the people who had imposter syndrome I liked better than the people who didn't. So,
well, the people who don't are just lying.
well, they're also just annoying. So I just found it like, okay, I like the other people better anyway.
Everyone gets it. I mean, I think after a while, if you've earned your space, and there's probably some people who don't. I mean, we know there's some people who don't, but anyway.
I just try to keep it real. Like, I just brushed away some watercolor that didn't look so good, and I think it's important to see things like that because a lot of people just take information through, 3 images on social media.
Wow, the glasses that I'm doing now, I'm liking better. The very light, thin ones that you shared, Omar.
Oh, they're all, I don't know what, my fashion sense was not the best back in the day.
No.
I think it's probably budget related.
Right. Well, and isn't it a shame that there isn't an easier way to, I mean, I guess you can donate them. There isn't an easier way to, I think that at least here, there are like organizations where you can donate your old glasses.
Yes, there are. I should do that. But
Well, then you wouldn't
it's
have them
good
for your drawing sessions.
yes, exactly. Um, 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 um.
So do you want me to just share the box now before you leave, Omar?
No, don't worry. Just I really I've got about 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
just want to finish this off because I've come calmed down, and I will attempt the uh Tiffany glasses again.
Hmm. Well, all right, I'll wait until you're done. And we'll do the share also after Omar leaves. And then Omar will get the recording so you can see. And if anyone shares what they've done anywhere, you can tag both of us. Um, I feel like most people are not on social media. Get a lot of
Or just put it in
apps. I don't
the
get a lot of
Patreon chat. I know if some of you are new, it took a while to understand what I was talking about. I was doing so well, and now the S is just. I'm just gonna have to put Tipex on it. I'm going to attempt a bit of shadow underneath some of the other glasses. I think you were just talking a few moments ago about shadows, and I don't have a formula. I do not know about color theory of shadows. I know there is a color theory of shadows, but I just literally mix up what's on my palette and
Exactly,
go
same.
with the flow. I think people get too worked up, and I color theory does my head in.
Yeah.
I know enough, but like tertiary colors and split complementary is like,
Yeah. So your shadows are going in different directions than my shadows, so I'm faking it from the reference photo.
now I've realized adding the shadow, the frame in the background is actually too light. Okay, it's fine. Darken it up.
How's everyone? It looks like everyone's got their head down and working. I love it. At least from what I can see in the preview here. Everyone's working away. I'm seeing Nancy. Hi, Nancy and Michelle. Some names I'm not familiar with who are here from Ohn Mar's Patreon. Shar, working away. Pam, are you painting?
I am, yes.
Oh, good. Most people don't have their cameras on. It's so nice to see.
Is today Wednesday? Today's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Oh God, I was thinking, do I have another appointment? It's fine, it's fine.
That's about where my brain is lately as well. It's interesting. So this is an interesting thing. On Ohn Mar's reference, there's a pair of glasses that has a very, very thin frame. It's just glass. They're just like the lenses. They're in the one image where there's like a kind of a whole stack of glasses. They're the ones in the back. Yeah. And there's a highlight on the lens, two little highlights, white highlights. And I find that's really important and interesting. If ever one can just look at that, that means that there's enough tone there in the background and on the lens that those white highlights stand out. But as we're drawing and painting them, we just sort of would probably go very light because they're clear. So anyway, hopefully people are following what I'm saying, but I think that's really important when I'm sharing about painting glass and clear objects. When you look at the highlights and you see the whitest parts, that means that everywhere else there's a lot of tone in order to have those highlights stand out. That's the only place where it's white. But when we're painting these things, we just tend to like, oh, it's just the white, the whole thing, but it's not. Hopefully you're following me.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's just really important to see that.
Yeah.
That's also the same when one of the prompts earlier last week was utensils or a spoon, cutlery or silverware, and again that's the same principle. Where it's where two different levels of high contrast to make the metallic surface shine. It like maybe your brain's telling you, oh, that fork is gray. It's not actually gray.
Right.
Sam, I think I've told you, but your Skillshare class on glass and metal I found really super helpful.
Oh, good. Yeah, that class was kind of trying to explain all this and see shapes and see those tones. And I mean, I'm barely getting it here because I haven't put enough color down, but I'm trying to get it here.
Class.
Do you see that? It's like I'm not really getting it. There's more. It's like a trick. You kind of think, oh, but it's clear. There's so much white there, but there's actually a lot of tone.
Okay. Okay, I've got 5 minutes. I'm just gonna do something to these pair of glasses here. Maybe if I add a shadow, I'll save it. But I just completely overworked this piece.
No,
It's fine.
I don't think so. I think it looks amazing.
I'm going to put the frames in, and I think that might be okay.
It looks amazing. Don't be hard on yourself. We're all very impressed.
You are sweet.
Yeah. Now I think I have enough there that I could add the white after it dries. Sort of, maybe not. It's tricky. The toned paper is helpful for that, right, Ohn Mar?
Yeah, I think I hadn't planned on, I just went through my sketchbook, like what haven't I done recently? And I just wanted to change things up a bit. So I had this toned paper sketchbook for about a year maybe. So I just thought, oh, I might as well. I like to change things up. I get a bit bored sometimes.
Yeah.
It just keeps me on my toes. I like to problem solve.
It's always good to have a little bit of a challenge.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that I talk about as well. Like if you keep it fun, you'll come back to it. If it's too boring or whatever, it's like can't be bothered.
Well, I have a session on filling up empty spaces and things. I think we did leaves. Maybe I should revisit that, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I did the 3 and now I'm just filling up space with bits so that it's like, feels like
That's
all over
great.
the
I had this idea. My other idea was to do a version like yours where they're scattered all over the page and just use line work as well, because I've seen some of my patrons do that with keys or perhaps, and it just looks so effective. So maybe I can't remember what tomorrow's prompt is. I think it's scissors.
Ooh,
I can try
that's a
doing that
good one.
tomorrow.
I love that. I might have to. Oh, that's a good one.
Where they're overlapping, so it almost like creates a pattern, and it just makes it more interesting for me. I'm always open to exploring different facets rather than like you know the fruit sketchbook. Somebody said, "Why aren't you adding ink to it?" And it's like, "Oh, I don't want to. Like just
Yeah.
for this time, I won't add ink. Maybe the next one I will add ink."
Right.
What prompts are you using? What list are you using for prompt?
They're her own. They're Ohn Mar
Oh,
made them. It's a 14-day thing she's doing. Yeah.
oh, I see.
Yeah. So yeah, they're everyday things, and you can see the images on her Instagram. It's beautiful. They're just lots of things like glasses and scissors and household objects that are actually really great subjects to draw, and you might not.
Yeah, it's based on a theory. Well, there's so many theories can be debunked. Like it takes 30 days to start a habit. So if you can make it to 14 days, it'll be easier to get to 30 days where it will become much more of a sustainable habit. So you need to get yourself used to sketching. Just the act of sketching is the important part, not the finished result. I've got a Skillshare class on it as well. And again, it's just repeat things. I think in the class I might do, I think I do keys in the class, but at the time I'm only sketching them using maybe a colored pencil or something. And I think people get the wrong idea that it has to look like the subject. Like, well, no, if you want to have sustainable sketchbook habit, you have to get used to some of the emotions that come with it. It's not about, just about the art. You're priming yourself to cope. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because being a creative is not easy.
No.
No. This is Eva. I have a question. I'm grappling with adding words, not adding words, adding dates, not adding dates. And I'm kind of tumbling to the fact that I best like it if I don't add words and dates, because my brain function, I keep a journal, I keep a written journal every day that seems very different from my art journal. And I just find that once I go into words, then I'm off into a different thing. And then it's hard for me to think about the art part of things again. Does anybody else struggle with this question?
Why do you feel like you have to add words?
I don't. And I think what I'm tumbling to, I thought I'd try it. And so I decided, January 1st, I would do this, along the lines, it comes up because of your comment about the everyday practice. That, I would do one a day, I'd date them, and then I'd make a little comment and do it. And now I'm thinking, you know what, it's just not me. I don't feel I much prefer I'll paint. And if I do 3 a day, it doesn't matter. I don't have to date it because it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. This is your sketchbook.
Right.
I find this is really helpful, Eva, if you want, get one of these.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want to add writing to a lot of my work lately. And I do, because for me it's a journal. And maybe you're responding to the influence of what I do. I'm not sure. And I don't know if that feels like, oh, and I'm not making it a journal. But I do find that in some way or another, even if it's just like dating it in the beginning of a sketchbook and showing the amount of time that's gone by, it's important to date. I think in some way, somewhere, even if it's like I said at the beginning of the sketchbook or on the cover.
Yeah, I always
okay, that I can imagine. Yeah.
You want to know when you did something. You want to be able to have that reference of time. And it's not about. It's not, I firm believer in living in the moment and not worrying about the past too much and whatever, but we can learn so much from our mistakes, and we can also learn so much as we grow and change, and obviously like learning to deal with the emotions around it all. And I don't know, especially if you're drawing your family or your experiences. But if you don't want to add the writing, then don't add the writing, because it can take away. For me, it's like a crutch. I find that it's like if I don't like a page that much or I don't know what to, I'll just add some writing. It's not there's no rules, there's absolutely no rules. So, but I do like the date stamp because it takes it away. Like it just, kind of is a fun, like, or you can have a system where it's a tiny signature date. It's like signing your work, you know? I don't know.
Well, I think I
Sorry,
mentioned
it's my daughter. I'm just going to quickly grab the door.
the Picasso exhibit, and he doesn't date everything, but he often write with his signature, as you point out, with his signature, he just puts the date on there.
Yeah. I think
Or
he
has
he had some sort of like a little stamp or something as well, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I feel like,
Might-
is that Picasso? I'm thinking of someone. Anyway, I find that it's important. I mean, I in my new book there's just like I don't go into the writing part that much. I do, I do, and some of the prompts have writing, but there is definitely a little section on date your work.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Because if I don't have a date on something, like if we find an image and we can't find the date or whatever, like a photograph, I don't know. I find that for me anyway, I like to have that reference of time.
Well, I easily imagine dating my individual sketchbooks. I guess it's just that each page, I don't know that, I don't sign every page.
No, no, no.
So it feels awkward to then feel I have to
I
add it.
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to add anything. Just do what feels right. If it's
Yeah.
you
I
find
think I
it.
just need to tumble to my system and that we're done.
Yeah, just don't, yeah, no. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to call it a day on my glasses. They're okay. I'm not they're not too bad. They're not too shabby. I like these two better on the right hand side.
They look
They've
great.
got a nice kind of retro type quality about them. I think
Yeah.
one is exactly Ray-Ban, that's probably why.
I just love that shadow on the left one though.
This
Yeah.
Yeah, on the left side, the shadows are really nice.
so I think I managed to salvage that one, and it's cool. I'm gonna just take a quick photo, see if I can stick it onto Instagram, but I'll post it in the group, and when Samantha has the recording, and I'll send the link in the Patreon group as well. So
They're
I'm gonna
lovely.
say,
Thank you for coming.
bye for now.
So beautiful. So beautiful. I just want to take a quick screenshot before you leave.
Well, thank you guys. I've really enjoyed this. Hope we can do it again.
Oh yeah, you're welcome all the time. Well, you're in the group, so just join and we'll all like join when you can. We would all love it. And then we'll obviously have you as a guest again too.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna remove my spotlight for now. It's Omar. Let's see. Well, we'll just linger on that until Omar signs off. So pretty. So nice. I love the toned sketchbooks. I feel like I need to explore that a little bit more. So what does everybody say? Oh, everyone's just saying thank you in the chat. Okay, not too much going on in the chat. Oh, Suzanne is with her granddaughter. So yeah, you'll get the recording. Okay.
I see the glasses that you drew you're wearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they're in one of your photos, I guess.
They're in my photo. I did draw them. They don't
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes wait, I'll just spotlight mine.
Yeah, yeah.
There they are. They don't really look too much like them. But it's fun to fill the page like that.
It is.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's more exciting to do that and then fuss over the actual accuracy of the individual drawings. So I don't know. I would love to see what everyone else is doing, but while I'm highlighted here, I'm going to show that box and show what So this was the little box,
Oh, that's so cute.
and here, I'll put this to the side. And it's a box of Ricola that I got at the airport. And I just painted over it with acrylic paint. And then, so this part, I just wanted to share how easy this is. So you just open it and then it kind of helps pull this out rather than if I didn't have that there, I'd have to kind of shake it. So this just helps pull it out. And all it is a strip of paper that I taped down. I kind of measured it. It's just stuck in there and glued right here. Tiny little bit of glue right here. So it goes from this end, and I measured it. But actually it was just like a really long strip. And then I stuck it down here, pushed it inside, and then just cut this where it was so it was sticking out of
So
it.
you said you glued it, but you also said you taped it. Where did you tape it?
Oh, sorry, taped, glued. It's
Oh.
a glue stick.
Okay, got it.
Stuck a little bit of glue.
So the only place it's glued is right there.
Right, just at the top.
Baby.
Okay,
Did you have
that
a
makes
good
Does that
sense.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's just
brilliant.
like pushed
Is
in
Mike
there.
Oh,
Mike, come here.
Somebody needs to mute themselves, sorry.
So did you cut the paper to the box?
I'm just muting the people who are talking. Sorry, one sec. If you can just keep yourself on mute until you're talking. Okay, sorry. What was the question?
It's Eva. Did you cut the paper size to the box?
This paper size?
Sorry, the little cards that are inside the box.
No. So the challenge was, this was the challenge. I just had this little thing. And originally I made it fit in this when I did a meetup with Helen and Margot from Peg and All. Margot, if you don't know, Margot Kent, she owns Peg and All with her husband. And she does these little like boxes with, she calls it alternate sketchbooks. And in the past, I've like filled them with this one's a little puzzle. And if you put it all together, it makes a big painting. I have a reel when I did that one, it was fun. And so this time I never shared it, but I had put in here everything I ate in a day. And I wasn't sure how I was going to fill it. Like everything I consumed in a day. So
that's cute.
Like my vitamins, some berries, coffee, water. I guess there was lemon and I don't know. Anyway, everything I consumed this day, and I had it was a fun meetup, and I cut them out. It's like little like my whole like cutting things out lately. I don't know.
That is so cute.
Anyway, so I had cut this to fit in here, but it does fit, but it's a little, so it's made to fit in here. But then I didn't want, I mean, this box, it kind of doesn't relate to anything. It's tobacco. Like, I don't know. I just was like, I wanted the box to be part of the story. So that's my whole thing. Everything has to be somehow relevant in some way. And so I had just pulled this out and was filling it. And this was my way of being really minimal on the trip. I didn't want the stress of doing a whole page and every day. And I was actually kind of thinking I was going to give myself a break. It turns out I was very productive, but so I just filled this and it was so easy. And actually these are super quick. Like
those are adorable.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like I just wanted to have like a little story.
Absolutely adorable. I'm going to get into this. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So just like it fit in my pocket. All I needed was a little pencil and my pen and I could paint it later. Like totally.
Did you make that accordion?
Yes. So this was out of a piece of Fabriano paper,
Mhm.
actually a cutoff. And so it's a beautiful paper. Yeah, the edges are, I don't know if you can see, they're kind of cracking a bit.
Yeah.
So I think I'm folding on the.
And you made the rounded edges too. Wow.
Oh yeah, but that's I do with all my sketchbooks. If you look at my tutorial on how to make sketchbooks, I show how I do
Oh,
that.
they're all rounded. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's not that hard if you have your X-Acto and your sand. I use sandpaper.
Mhm.
You can get a tool for it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a punching tool, but
Yes.
I don't. I'm
Yeah. No,
I'm
your system is great, but
my system is
for
whatever.
those of us who might need a tool.
Yeah. Anyway, this is all hand cut. It's not perfect. You can see it has the illusion of being pretty nice, but it's like the pages here don't line up because
Yeah.
it probably wasn't like a perfectly straight line all the way across. Anyway, so I was carrying this with me, and then I was like, oh, we're in Paris. There's going to be little boxes of mints and boxes everywhere. And I just was like, I'm going to find the perfect box. And I went into every convenience shop,
Oh.
specialty market. I mean, I was driving the family crazy, and I was like, I just want to find the box. And there was boxes, but none of them fit. And then we're at the airport. And of course, at the airport, I was like, the box of Ricola, it was wrapped in plastic. And I held this up and I was like,
the box.
And then so my son, Ian, was like, that's great. And I was like, but it's Ricola. Like weird, random. I don't need cough drops. Like, what is it? It's just, I don't know. It didn't. And he's like, well, just paint it. And I was like, okay. Anyway.
They're
So,
actually really good drops.
oh yeah. And I got
brilliant.
a good flavor. I still have them. I put them in a little Ziploc. So that's the story of the box. And yeah, this system is super easy.
Love that.
That's cute.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. And now I have this little keepsake. I think I shared it somewhere,
You
but
did.
I have the cover of my book. You want to see?
Ooh.
Online if you want
Oh
to.
wow.
There it is.
Ooh, that's
The proof.
great.
What's the subhead? What is that
nice.
subhead?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
That's wonderful.
That is really
Great.
good.
Get a peek of my book cover. Woohoo! It comes out July 15th.
Let's see the back.
Okay,
But
that looks pretty fat, Sam. That looks like a thick book.
no, it's not. I was just
Okay.
actually going to show you. So you know how on my book covers the spine comes, the color comes over it,
Oh, yes, got it. Yep.
like this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually like that, you
size.
know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
got it.
And it's curved just like your sketchbooks.
Right.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And the rounded corners, yes. But this book, wait.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Looks like Paris.
It's the same size as Draw Your Day.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm excited about the cover. It is definitely Paris. It's
Can I see the dog in the back?
Yeah, I like the dog.
That's so cute.
It's so you. Yeah.
I love that.
Bill, this is my friend Bill, my friend's dog Billy, and Billy was a very rambunctious puppy. Oh my gosh. This puppy was wild. So and now she's very calm, but they had to do a lot of training.
And did you draw the Draw Your Adventures lettering?
Yeah, I do on all the books.
Uh-huh.
And then this is my handwriting.
Yeah, that I know, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think that this quote might stay, but it might switch to another blurb. We got a handful of blurbs, and they were very nice. So
right.
Anyway, guys, you guys got. I mean, you know, I haven't. It'll be a while before I announce the cover widely. probably another month or so, or maybe at the end of February. I'm not sure, but you guys got the peak.
That's so great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing us.
So
I'm
let me
going to
see
put
what
mine
you've
on
been
the-
doing. If everyone, if anyone who wants to share, please raise your hand and share.
I don't know how to do that.
Just tell me who you are if you. Okay, first I will do Shar. Hello.
Hi, I just went really loose today and I did your cutouts and
Oh, I
thought
like
I'll
that.
just do something fun. So
I
I can make
love
them into
it.
postcards if I want. I just stuck
You
them on
can
there so you can see
totally
them.
send them as postcards. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think they would arrive?
I do.
Yeah.
I've gotten a bunch of cutout. Lorraine is requesting you allow multiple presenters to share. Have you ever seen this?
No.
This will be on. All participants can share multiple. Oh, I'll try it. Let's try this. Lorraine, I'm trying this. I don't know this feature. Okay. All right. That is so much fun. Yeah, no, I've gotten postcards that are like weird shapes. It works. You might have to put extra postage on.
Yeah, or I'll just pop them in a card.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
They
They're
were
awesome.
like I totally went wrong with like the shapes and stuff, but it's like I said, it's just nice to just sit and listen to you guys and watch you and paint.
I love them.
Things.
And I think that's the thing. Like I want these sessions when I'm drawing things that aren't in my sketchbook, but I'm not what I'm going to do with it. I cut them out because it's like I can put them in my mail or I can give them to people, and it's like gives it another purpose.
Oh, the background? No, they're just this is watercolor paper, and I just put that on just so that I didn't have to show them individually because I know that it takes time. But no, they're just watercolor paper, and I just used gouache and then gouache background, and then I did a bit of patterning with Poscas, and then actually I was going to tell you the China marker is great for white highlight.
Oh yeah.
And it goes over gouache really well. So that's what I used for the white.
Yeah, that's to be reminded
I have
of.
a question about the second one that you did. Did you
This
first,
one?
did you first paint that whole pink background and then did the green on top of it?
No, with all of them, I did the glasses, and then I'm like, oh my God, they look awful. And then I'm like, I'll put a background, and then
you filled it in with the
pattern.
background.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. It's
But
just
it's
a
all
lot of
gouache.
play.
But it's all gouache. The glasses and the background are all gouache.
The gouache, and yeah, it's all gouache.
Yeah.
Just a palette of gouache. So I didn't have to think.
And it's on watercolor paper.
It's just on watercolor paper. It's not even on hot press. I would have usually have done it on hot press. So it's on cold press. So
Nice.
and then there is a little bit of pencil and 14B. I guess I use that as well.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. It was fun. Thanks.
Thank you so much. All right, Nancy. Hello.
Let's see if I can get my camera to switch around. Oh, darn it. How do I switch my camera around?
Well, just hold up your thing.
Okay. Well, I was trying to show the whole layout. This is your sketchbook, Samantha.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it's plain paper. I painted in it many times, but it's kind of grainy.
Yeah.
And this here actually is a light with changeable lenses that like a headset I can wear when I'm doing tight work.
Oh, awesome.
And this is the case for the glasses I'm wearing. And I wanted to show you one other thing. I love accordion books, and I made this one.
Oh, yeah.
And it was every place that I've gone to eat here where I live.
Oh,
It's
nice.
It's on both sides. And
I
it
love
was fun to do this because it just pulled it out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And then I'm not making a big production, but all the people, every place I go to eat, they see me coming. They know this is going to happen.
I love it.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank
So
you.
great. That's a Hana Mule sketchbook, that little tiny accordion that, Okay, now, hello, Carol. You're there? You have to take yourself off mute. Yeah, we can't hear you. Let me see if I can do it. Ask to unmute. Oh,
Now am I unmuted?
no,
Yes.
now we can hear you. Yes.
But there's something in front of my face I can't get rid of.
We see you beautifully.
We see you. I'll lower the hand. Is that it?
No, it's a thing saying that I'm spotlighted, but it's not going away.
Oh,
Now it is. I had never seen that before. Okay.
Nice.
oh, nice. Oh, and you really got the highlights. Very nice.
Yeah, I ended up using the doctor or whatever.
Yep. Nice. They're fun glasses. You have some exciting glasses, I see.
Well, I wanted color because everything outside is black and white right now.
Yes. Very nice. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Okay, Eva.
Well, this will be short because I was interrupted by a call from my daughter and grandson, so I took that. But I made the
That's
drawing,
great.
but and I'll add the color today. But what I love, Sam, and what I will do is the off the page
Oh, yeah.
edition.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I will do that. That was a great idea.
I love the glasses. So good.
Yeah. I had some fun ones, and I agree. You can, with the old ones, you can donate them. I think it's a Lions Club, but
Yeah.
libraries
Yeah.
will take them all sorts of places. And so
Yeah, I think I have don't think of it, but I have this, I'm like holding on to them for some reason.
yeah, but they do get a second life if you want to do that.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you you're coming, right? In Brooklyn.
Coming to Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yes.
And my daughter is joining me, so it's very exciting.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we're gonna come.
Oh, it's so exciting. Okay. Now we have Michelle.
Me?
Obermeyer.
Okay.
Nope, Michelle O.
Hello.
Up to you, Michelle Shane.
Yep.
Well, I just did what you did.
Oh yeah,
And
beautiful.
so I think I figured out now. I think I can draw my Tiffany glasses.
Yes, you definitely can. Those are great.
But I want to show you one more thing from yesterday. I'm doing Wendy McNaughton's 30 days. And I thought that you could tell how influenced I am by you. And I just wanted to show it to you because honest to God, I hated yesterday and this got me through it. And so I feel like this was one of your pages.
Oh, I love that. I would love to see it closer and see what you wrote, but if it's I know it was a weird day yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I hated it. I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Michelle Shane.
Okay. I painted these glasses that have this fun orange side, and then also sunglasses.
Ooh. Is that
I had them
black
both.
paper?
They're both black paper, yeah.
Oh, love it.
Oh, they're fun.
I just wanted like a big bold thing next to this sort of simple thing, so I decided to fill this in.
I love that. Yeah. Very cool.
Thank you.
And you're using acrylic wash or?
Yeah, acrylic wash, yeah.
Love it. So fun. So bold. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll see you in May too.
Yep.
Although I'm sure I'll see you here before.
I'll see you before, yeah.
All right, Joyce. Hello.
Hi.
It's actually all this water back out.
Okay, can you see these?
Yes. Oh, it's so nice.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful
Thank you very
drawing.
much. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you very much for this class.
You're welcome. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Anyone else? I'll just go here
Suck your drive, I got it.
unless I
In the chat, there's someone that wants to
I
show.
would like to show you my work.
500 gallon of water in there.
Oh, don't worry. I can understand French a little better than I can, well, a lot better than I can speak it. But
Just no stock tank.
I've got Terry's also okay, but first Ludovine, did I say that right? I hope. I'm going to spotlight you. Is that okay? Let's see. Hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Or bonsoir. Is it?
Bonsoir, oui.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Très bien.
nice.
Oh,
C'est
so
magnifique.
good.
I love they
Voilà.
feel like they're walking across the page. Like it's
Yes.
I love that. Beautiful.
I
Thank
mean, on Mar classes in Patreon, so I make the challenge.
Yes, very cool.
Voilà.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, Terry, coming to you. Hello.
Hi, hi. Okay. This is mine.
Very nice. Oh, I like how you outline the shadows. That's a very cool effect. I like
Thanks. I would like to learn how to do the highlighting more and adding the white.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's just you could just add a little bit of highlights right on top of the darks.
I did here and
Yeah. Yeah.
here, but I feel like I can't see it, like I don't understand it enough.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's helpful to convert the images to black and white. Then sometimes then it helps you kind of see and add more contrast just to like blow it out. And then you can see a little clearer where those highlights are. It is tricky in glasses frames. It's like they're very thin and tiny little but it's just looking for those shapes. Like if I look at your glasses right now, I see all these reflections and shapes.
I see. Yep, I
Yeah,
do too.
it's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to break it down. It feels like a lot of information, but sometimes if you make it black and white, you can, it won't feel as overwhelming.
That's a great suggestion. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great class. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, now, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Oh, oh wow, those were so cool. They're like popping off the page.
Thanks. I used my Maui gems that have the reflective blue lenses to it because I thought that would be really fun to paint. And then
I think I have those glasses, Stephanie.
yeah, I love them. They're my favorite. And then I used some of my case for making gold paint to highlight the frame. It's really hard to see. It's really not glittering as much in the video, but I love the accent. It's a really fun color.
Now that you mention it though, I can see it even though it's not translating. I get it. That's so great.
There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for hosting.
Thank you.
I like the gold paperclip.
Yes.
Yes, it's my favorite.
The Travelers Company, right?
Yes.
Yeah, love that.
That's
All right,
great.
Pam, we're gonna go to you.
Okay, you guys know I never share, but I'm doing it. So I did the Eras tour for all of my glasses. And the little tiny green ones I couldn't find, but I absolutely adored them. They were called Betty Davis.
Oh, I love that.
Here's Pam through the ages.
And yours is like kind of cascading down. I like that. They're like falling down the page. And I see you were at yesterday's.
I was, yeah, I did that one too.
Love it.
Unlike Eva, I write on everything and I date everything. So Eva, we can talk about that sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Feel free to message me or whatever. Yeah, love it.
Love that. Thank you. All right. Well, if anyone, I'm not seeing any more hands. Let's see. Thank you for sharing, Shirley. Hi, Shirley. If anybody else wants to share, now is your chance, but I think we will. I'm realizing that one thing I did not do is usually before I start the meetups, I change the follow-up email to, I schedule it to go like an hour later so I can send it with the recording. But I don't think I did that this time. So you're probably going to get an email that's like the review kind of email. So I apologize. You're going to get two emails because you're going to get that one. Be sure I did not stop it. So it's going to go out probably now if it didn't already, because I think we were scheduled to be done by 11:30. But in about an hour, you'll get the email also with the recording. And yeah, that's
I
it.
never mind getting an extra email from you, Sam. Don't
Oh,
worry.
okay, good. I'm sensitive to it. I like to like keep it all like very.
There are certain people, certain emails that come in. You just know that you're interested. It's fine.
Okay, good. Well, I'm just giving you a heads up. Usually you'll get the follow-up. The people who come to my meetups know the follow-up email always has like a picture of what I did, the recording, and like any follow-up information with links. But it'll come separately. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. Good to know. All right, I will sign off for now, but we're going to talk about when we do add the Brooklyn workshop to social media, and everything's changing, and I think some people are even on a break this week from Meta and everything. There's so much going on. But we do want to encourage our closer people. I know most of you are far away and don't live in New York, but if there's time, it's in May, there's time to plan. And I would love for our closer community to join us at those workshops. So if you have any questions, if you're thinking about it, just send me a message. It is totally my hood, my neighborhood, my world, my daily, every day. And I'm so excited to share it with people. So yeah, please come if you can. And that's it. Thank you so much. Love your paintings. Oh, good. Thanks, Shirley. So I will see you soon. We'll have another meetup soon. And you can find me on Substack and on Instagram. Bye, everyone.
Bye.